Hello dear students, today we are taking up next term in coordination compounds. Up to now we have discussed about coordination complex, we have discussed about central metal atom or ion and ligands and their types. Now the next important term is coordination number. Coordination number. What is coordination number? It is the total number of ligand donor atoms to which the metal is directly bonded, right? That will be known as coordination number of that ion. Now let us understand this by taking example. For example, first of all, this figure, this M is the central metal atom. Now to this central metal atom, how many ligands are directly bonded? That will give us the coordination number. For example, in this case 6 ligands are attached, so its coordination number will be 6. Clear? So number of atoms or number of ligands which are directly attached with the central metal atom will give us coordination number. Now let us take some examples. For example, AgNH3 twice positive. So Ag is the central metal atom and this NH3 twice, this is ligand. NH3 is ligand. How many ligands, whether it is monodentate or bidentate? It's a monodentate ligand. So what's the number? There are 2 such ligands. So that means there will be 2 coordinate covalent bonds which will be formed with this central atom by these ammonia or ligands. So its coordination number comes out to be 2. Okay. Then the next example, Ni, NH3 4 times 2 positive. Again NH3 is the same ligand. So monodentate ligand, that means nickel is the central atom. Ammonia will form 4 coordinate covalent bonds, meaning it is monodentate. So 4 bonds are shown. So its coordination number is 4. Now another example in this figure. This is important. COEN twice. What is this En? En is ethane 1, 2, ethane 1, 2 diamine. Do you remember in this case, this is bidentate ligand, right? It is bidentate ligand or didentate ligand. So that means one such molecule En, represented by En, this will form 2 coordinate covalent bonds. So what's their number? There are 2. So 2 to the 4. So its coordination number in this complex will be 4, and it's a chelate complex, if you remember, chelating ligand, right? Then towards right side, it is CO C2O4 3 times. What is this C2O4 3 times? This is oxalate ion. Okay. Again, oxalate is bidentate. It has 2 negative charge on oxygen when hydrogen is released. So how many are given? 3. So 3 to the 3 into 2, 2 into 3 will give us 6. So its coordination number will be 6, as there are 6 coordinate covalent bonds which are formed with central atom. Now the next term, it's coordination sphere. Coordination sphere. Again, it is simple. The central metal atom and the ligands attached to it, right, are collectively termed as coordination sphere. Just central metal atom and the ligands, these both are collectively known as, they will form coordination entity or coordination sphere, right? Now look at this picture. Example is K4FeCN6. So many times we have discussed, right? Now this K4FeCN6, this one is central metal atom and these are ligands. So M and ligands are there. So now if we separate this K4, so we will have only metal and ligand, and then this is enclosed within square bracket. So this will be called as coordination sphere, right? As you can see in this, it's given coordination sphere. Then look at this picture, this one, K4FeCN, counter ion is K4 or 4K when it will ionize, this one, and rest within square bracket. What will be the coordination number in this? Coordination, how many CN are there? CN is monodentate, so coordination number will be 6. And this will be called as, this part will be called as, which is enclosed within square bracket, will be called as coordination sphere, right? This one is counter ion, and K2NiCl4, another example. So K2 will be our counter ion and NiCl4 will be coordination sphere, or this is complex ion. We have discussed in types of coordination species or types of molecules, and this is simple K positive ion. So coordination sphere is simple, whatever is represented, that is metal and ligands, they are collectively called as, or they form coordination sphere. Now the next term is coordination polyhedron. In a coordination entity, the solid figure defined by the position, right? The solid figure defined by the position of the ligand atoms directly attached to the central metal atom or ion is known as coordination polyhedron, right? For example, again these are the geometries already discussed as per VSC PR theory last year. This one is octahedral, 4 in one plane and the 2 are pointed upward and downward. This one is tetrahedral, one is like this. This one is tetrahedral, and this one is square planar, and trigonal bipyramidal, square pyramidal. Square pyramidal means 4 horns are in one plane and one is pointed upward, no downward. There might be lone pair. So this will be square pyramidal, and this one is trigonal bipyramidal, right? Then all the geometries are again given. 3D representation is given. This one is also 3D, this one is also 3D. You have to remember these, right? And our focus will be on octahedral, square planar and tetrahedral mainly. Okay. Now with examples you can see CONH3 6, 3 positive. So central atom is cobalt, ligand is ammonia. What's the coordination number? Coordination number will be 6, and this will be called as coordination sphere or coordination entity, right? And the arrangement will be octahedral. They are arranged octahedrally, that is cobalt is surrounded by 6 ammonium species, right? Then another example is NiCO4. Ni is the central atom, CO is the ligand, coordination number will be 4. And the geometry will be tetrahedral, right? So nickel in the center and then 4 CO are attached. Okay. Now there is another example, PtCl4. Again 4 coordination. PT is the central atom, chloride is the ligand, and 4 is the coordination number. Now there are 2 types of geometries in coordination number 4. We will discuss. These are on the basis of hybridization. Later on we will discuss. Square planar, right? This one is square planar. So our main focus will be on these 3 types. Okay. Now the next and the most important term is oxidation number. Oxidation number of the central metal atom in a complex is defined as the electric charge it would carry if all the ligands were removed along with the electron pairs that are shared with the central atom. It's just like saying that we have discussed in +1 in redox reaction, oxidation number, and the calculation will be done in the same manner. It's one and the same thing, right? Now in this picture, as you can see that ligands, they are bonded with the central metal atom, right, through coordinate covalent bond. Means both the electrons are provided by the ligand, right? Now this is the first figure where they are attached. Now you can see that these ligands, they are leaving, they are moving away by taking both the electrons. So this bond will be broken, and as a result, when the electrons they are moving away from the central atom, so this central atom will acquire certain charge. Okay, So that will be called as oxidation number. Means ligands are to be removed in the form of ions or by taking both the electrons. So then whatever charge will appear, that can be regarded as oxidation number. Right? How to represent oxidation number? Oxidation number is represented by a Roman numeral, right, in parentheses. So do remember, it has to be written in Roman words, Roman letters, and parenthesis after the name of the central atom. So central atom name, this is rule, and then parenthesis followed by parenthesis, and then we will write Roman. In Roman we will write. Okay. Now let us take an example of FeCN6 3 negative. So central atom is Fe and 6 cyanide. Coordination number will be 6, right? We have to calculate the oxidation number. So oxidation number on central atom. So for that we have to remove the species which is attached, right? That is cyanide. So the oxidation number that comes out to be 3. How it comes? We have to again assume the same. Fe, let me try here, Fe, then Cn. Now Cn is monodentate or bidentate. You have to remember that. And the charge is 3 negative. So let us take X for Fe and then plus sign for cyanide. I think you know, -1. How many times? 6. And then we have to equate it because there is minus charge, so -3. Okay. So X minus 6 equals to -3, and then X comes out to be +3. So what is the oxidation number? Oxidation number on iron is 3 plus 3, and how it is represented? It will be represented as Fe, then parenthesis, and 3 Roman, right? Like this we have to represent. Now again in this case, the method to determine the oxidation number of the central atom in a complex, right? Again the same type of example is given, but it's not identical. As you can see that it is K4FeCN6, right? And K4FeCN6 will ionize as, it will release 4K positive, and FeCN6 4 negative is the complex, right? Now try again how to calculate. So FeCN6 is given and 4 negative. Now we have to calculate oxidation number of this iron. So put it as X, then plus. Now again you have to remember it is -1 into 6, and then since charge is given there, so then we will equate as equal to 4 minus 4. Okay. Then X minus 6 equals to -4, and X comes out to be +2, right? This is for the iron. Now in case we have to take this species and we have to calculate for this neutral species or this species, so we will write for K4. First of all, for K4, what will we write? It will be +1 into 4 plus X plus -1 into 6, right? Now because it is neutral, so we will put it as, or equate it equal to 0. So it comes out to be +4 plus X minus 6 equals to 0, and X again comes out to be +2. So how to write? So we will write Fe, then parenthesis, there will be Roman, right? So it has +2 oxidation number on the central atom. Okay. Now you can see the answer. This is how we calculate. So first of all, let the oxidation number of the central metal atom be X. Whatever we have selected here, we have to calculate for iron. Then monodentate cyanide ion. Do remember, when there is didentate, whatever is the charge, that has to be in your mind. It should be clear, right? So cyanide is there, so it carries -1. Then charge on the complex when it is dissociated, if we are going for this, so it is -4. right? And then number of monodentate negative ions will be 6. Oxidation number of iron can be calculated. Again, just remember this equation. Okay. Now there is a question. Calculate the oxidation number of the metal atoms in the complex given here. Right? Try it. So first of all, it's K3 Fe C2O4 thrice, right? This is the complex given to us. Now, using the previous knowledge, now you have to remember that central metal atom is iron in this case. Central metal atom is iron, right? And we are given, we are asked to calculate oxidation number of this. But before that, this is a complete coordination compound. This one species is counterion. This is counterion, and this is within square bracket. This is coordination complex, right? Coordination complex. Then Fe, this will be called as central metal atom or ion. And what about this? This will be, in general, it is called as ligand. And if you are asked to name this, so this will be oxalate, right? And it is bidentate. I think you remember now these terms. All these should be clear in your mind. So now we are going to predict the oxidation number on iron. Again, I am starting with the same K3 Fe C2O4 thrice, right? So how? First of all, it's potassium. Potassium has +1 3 times, plus X for iron, and then what about this species? It carries -2, right? Oxalato. So -2, how many times? Into 3. And whole of the species is now neutral, so it will be equal to 0. Now solve this. 3 plus X minus 6 equals to 0, and X comes out to be +3. So the oxidation number on this iron in this species is +3. So I think it is clear for the first one. So for the first one, it's +3, right? Now the second example. So second example is Na4CuCl6. Again neutral. Calculate oxidation number of this copper. So Na has +1 oxidation number into 4 times plus X. Chloride, yes, chloride has -1. So -1 into 6 equals to 0. So 4 plus X minus 6 equals to 0, right? And X will be equal to +2. So that means how we are writing? We are going to write it as copper, and then within parentheses we will write 2, right? So this is the second one for this species. Now try it for NaAgCN. Yes, you have to do it. Okay. Now the next term is homoleptic complex. Now there are two terms, important terms, homoleptic and heteroleptic. Homoleptic complex, a complex in which a metal is bound to only one type of ligand atoms. Very important. When the metal atom is bound to only one type of ligand atom, this is known as homoleptic complex, right? You can see CONH3. The species given is CO and NH3. How many times? 6 times, and it's +3. Now central metal atom is cobalt, and it is bound to only one ligand, although the number of ligand is more than one, but ligand nature is one, it is ammonia, right? So when one type of ligand is present in the coordination complex, so we call such complex as homoleptic complex. Okay, right? Another example is given to you. It is FeCN6 3 negative. Again, only one ligand Cn is there, although its number is 6 times present, but it is only Cn. So that's why it will be called as homoleptic. Okay, so this is homoleptic. The next term is heteroleptic complexes. A complex in which a metal is bound to more than one kind of ligand atoms, right? It is called heteroleptic. When more than one different ligands are there, then such a complex is called as heteroleptic. Right? These terms may be asked sometimes. For example, the complex is CONH3, how many times? 4 times, then Cl, and then Br is also given. It carries +1 charge. Now the ligands are, one is bromine, another one is chlorine, and then ammonia. So ammonia, chloride ion, and bromide ion, right? There are 3 different ligands. So such a complex will be called as heteroleptic complex. And how they are bonded, you can see in this picture: ammonia this side, ammonia in the plane, and then chloride and bromide ions towards top and bottom, right? So this is heteroleptic complex. Again, in this case, you can see chromium, ammonia, and chloride. So this is again example of heteroleptic complex, right? With this, we complete the general terms in coordination compounds. Thank you.